thinking about Jed, the first thought that comes to mind is his secret smile. When Jed tells a joke or finds something funny, his eyes twinkle at first, and then if you get the joke, his whole face will light up. I met Jed when he arrived as a fourth grader, but I got to know Jed in fifth grade. Then he was both quiet and hardworking. Only one of those qualities has changed. He has always taken school seriously, but now and then too, Jed demonstrated true curiosity about everything, seemingly everything, the world, the universe, and all matter packed in it. Learning for the sake of learning or just to know is a quality that I truly admire in Jed. I have had the opportunity to watch him grow from someone unsure of himself into a confident leader and learner. Jed was a little guy that was often hard on himself when engineering activities failed or the work seemed hard when he thought it shouldn't be. He had to learn to push through, develop grit and perseverance. He had to learn to think of failures as problems to solve. So to you, Jed, I want to say, thank you for growing with me and allowing me to grow with you. I have truly enjoyed listening to your ideas and being part of this journey with you. I want to remind you to sometimes take a deep breath, or 10, to center yourself when things seem hard. You know that you have the skills to think it through. If there is one thing I hope that you take with you from Akiba, it is the fact that you matter. You are powerful and you have the ability to improve society. I hope that you recognize your greatness. That you have a deep self-love and confidence in yourself, that you know the only person you should compete with is you.
First off, I want to say thank you. Thank you to all of the amazing teachers I've had over the years. Thank you, Miss Cass, Miss Ratfeld, Mr. Amiel, More Dorit, Rabbi M, More Shanazi, Mr. Essie, More Shlomit, Rabbi Krohn, Miss Leonard, Miss Bassa, Miss Chipman, More Ahuva, Mr. Castle, Mindy, Dara, Miss Levine, Mr. Milner, Miss Price, Coach Lee, Dad, and all the other teachers I have not mentioned that I've had over the years. I also need to say thank you to all my friends that I've made over the 6 years that I've been at Akiba Schechter. March 13th was a special day. It was the last day that we had before we were quarantined. It was also the last day that I would enter and exit the Akiba building as a student. I have made many memories at Akiba, from my first class with Miss Leonard to my last class in the Akiba building with Mrs. Ratfeld, to school over Zoom. One lesson that I've learned at Akiba is how to manage my time well. In 5th grade, we had history fair for the first time. It did not go well. That was mostly because I was not managing my time well. By the second time that we had to do history fair, it was a much more relaxed project. I even enjoyed it a little. A great thing about Akiba are the small classes. This year I tried out Chidon HaTanakh. At first I was reluctant to try it because I thought it would be too hard, but in the end I had an amazing experience. This was mostly due to the fact that I had a one-on-one class with Mor Shanazi. Chidon HaTanakh has taught me how to study well for tests and how to filter important information from a ton of content. With some hard studying and a bit of luck, I made it to the National Chidon HaTanakh in New York. Besides for small classes, Akiba Schechter pairs grades together. First and second learn together, third and fourth, and so on. You may expect that I liked being in the even grades and being the oldest, but actually, I enjoyed being the younger kids and learning from the teachers and from the older kids. And because of that, I not only have to thank my teachers for teaching me, but also the graduating class of 2019. My favorite subjects are math and science, and I have been blessed with having had Miss Bassa, Mr. Amiel, my dad as my math teachers. You may be expecting a long list of science teachers as well, but that is wrong. My only science teacher has been Mr. Ratfeld, who I'm so grateful to have learned with for 6 years. This brings me to the best project I've ever done at Akiba. In 5th grade, we learned motion and forces. To top off the year, we made a Rube Goldberg machine. And my group was Yoni, Ava, Marav Price, and Shammai. The goal of our machine was to pour a cup of baking soda into a cup of vinegar. There was one part of the machine that was a screw that a ball rolled down. We had made it so it's only a certain ball would be able to roll down. Any other ball would not work. We decided to put the ball in a cup with duct tape on top. We came back and could not find the ball, so I ended up taking the screw home to work on it so a different ball would roll down it. I do not know how long it took me to get it to work, but I did it. At the end, when we were cleaning up the project, we found that ball on the very bottom of a bin in a cup with duct tape on top. I am disappointed to be missing the Israel trip, our graduation, and seeing my classmates in person, possibly for the last time in a long time, and saying goodbye to my teachers in person. I hope that after Corona passes, we can all meet in person again. I'm grateful to have been a student at Akiba Schechter. Thank you.